Hello friends, this video on garbage in, garbage out part 14 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Hello friends, this video on garbage in, garbage out part 15 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So with this we have reached towards the end of this lesson. So let us quickly have a look at the questions. Question number 1. Which kind of garbage is not converted into compost by the red worms? Now, garbage are broadly of two types: biodegradable, those which get decomposed; non-biodegradable, those which do not get decomposed. So the red worms, what they do is they just break down the wastes into harmless substances. So it is possible only when the wastes can be broken down. So that means they can only convert the biodegradable waste and they cannot convert the non-biodegradable waste like the polythene bags, broken glass, metal foils, broken part of toys. All of these decompose very slowly or they do not decompose at all. So therefore the red worms cannot convert them into compost. Question number 2. Discuss. Is garbage disposal the responsibility only of the government? Is it possible to reduce the problems relating to disposal of garbage? So definitely garbage disposal is every citizen's responsibility, because it is not only the government who has to take care of all the garbage. Yes, government has certain jobs to do, but first of all, it is our responsibility that we segregate the wastes properly at our home. The household waste should be segregated. We throw the wastes at the right places. Now, if we keep throwing wastes here and there, what can the government do? The government cannot take care of the responsibilities of each and every citizen of the country. So, as responsible citizens, we should do our job, and then the government will also take care of its work. Now, it is very much possible to reduce the problems relating to disposal of garbage by reducing the usage of plastics, because plastics are non-biodegradable. Recycle paper so that the amount of paper wastes that are getting added to the garbage can be reduced. Segregate wastes so that different types of wastes can be utilized in different ways. Now, if you keep the biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes mixed together, then definitely it is very difficult to utilize the biodegradable wastes also. So segregation is very important. Waste should be disposed at appropriate places, because when you throw them at inappropriate places, it harms other animals, it harms the other systems of nature. So they need to be disposed at the right place. Question number 3. If you are given the choice of eating in a plastic plate or a banana leaf platter at a party, which one would you prefer and why? So obviously you should prefer the banana leaf plate. That's because banana leaf plate is a plant part, so it can be decomposed. So this can decompose. But when you look at the plastic plate will not decompose. So which one is good for nature? So the banana plate is definitely good for nature, because after being used, it can be used for composting that benefits the plants. So it is a plant part, and at the end it will go back to the plants. But the plastic plates will make the environment dirty, because it will remain as it is forever. So it will just add to the garbage in the environment and remain there forever. Question number 4. Write a story on how packaging increases the amount of garbage. So when you look at packaging, whether you look at the packaging of a packet of chips or a biscuit or any other eatable or any other thing for that matter. So most of the packaging is done using plastics, and these plastic covers are non-recyclable. So what happens to the packaging materials? The moment we buy a packet of chips, what we do? We open the packet, we eat the chips, and we throw the packet. So the packaging things are always supposed to be thrown, because they are not going to help us in any way. And these packaging materials, since they are made up of non-recyclable plastic covers, so they directly add to the non-recyclable garbage. So that way they are disposed of anywhere and it adds to the garbage. So either certain things can be done, either the packaging should be done by recyclable materials, like instead of plastic covers, they can have paper covers. They can think of other ways of how we can handle it better. So when we throw these kind of plastic wrappers here and there, they can choke drains, they can kill other animals if eaten by mistake. So all these problems will always be there with plastic covers. Question number 5. Do you think it is better to use compost instead of chemical fertilizers? Why? Definitely, because when you talk about compost, it is environment friendly, but fertilizers are nothing but chemicals. So chemicals will harm the environment. So whenever you use chemicals in excess amount, the soil gets polluted, the organisms living in the soil start dying. But with compost, that is not the case. Compost favors the growth of plants, it also enriches the soil quality, and it also supports the organisms living in the soil. Compost does not cause pollution in any way, but fertilizer do. Whenever they are put in excess, they cause pollution of the soil as well as of nearby water bodies. Compost effectively utilizes plant and animal waste. So because compost is made from plant and animal waste, so it helps us to reduce garbage from our environment. But that's not the case with fertilizers. Fertilizers are just chemicals, and chemicals anyways, when you add them either to soil or water, they in excess, they are not good. So definitely compost should be preferred over fertilizers. So with this, we have reached towards the end of this lesson, garbage in and garbage out, and I hope that you would have learned a lot of things out of it, and I am also sure that you would try to implement them in your day-to-day life. So with this, I would conclude this lesson. See you all in the next lesson.
Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.